Plays it in the corner. The car gets past him. Car cuts it off on the boards. He's going to put it back down in the corner. Bring it around the Americans' net. Spittle's going to try to cut this one off on the near boards. Play it up the wall. They play it back out in the middle. Skate this one into the neutral zone. The Americans get across the red. They get across the blue. Work it down to the corner to the right of Ellie Shaw. It'll be rung around the wall. L-Dog will step to it. He's going to look to play this one to Spittle in the center. Spittle's going to hit that line. We got numbers. He plays it out the car. Car's going to take a shot. Fought off by a stick. Spittle gets there. Hits the post. Putrero comes back out in front with it on the far side. He'll regroup. Pull it up the wall. Plays it out to Nooner at the point. Nooner's going to fire this one in the net. Skips over to the American stick. Gets in behind the net. He'll bring it around. Putrero is going to step to it. They play it out. It's kept in by Nunez. Gets out and slap the car. Car will fire. Kick save made. It gets out to the side wall. Putrero will try to get after this one. Americans gain control. Roach coming off the bench. He meets it in the neutral zone. He picks it off, and he's going to go. He gets a step. He gets across the blue. He's in one-on-one. Turns, fires, gets up over the net. Sauer trying to cut this one off. The Americans skated out in the neutral zone. Flip the ice, then move it into the PHC zone. Fazio there with a good stick, good contain. Pushing it up the wall. It's played back into his corner. He'll reverse it around the Maurer. Maurer's going to step up the boards with it. He's going to chip it. Gets out of the neutral zone. Gerberbeck's going to try to get a step. Met by some blue jerseys on the near wall, but Roach is fighting this one out. Kicks it out off the wall. Plays it to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck sets it across the middle. Roach gets a step. He's in across the blue. He's on his backhand. He's looking and plays it back to the point. Fazio will walk the line. Steps in. Fires. Gets wide. Americans gain control. It's cut off, kept in by Roach. Sauer will get in after it. It's played up the wall. Gets out of the neutral zone. That'll go down for an icing. Whistle dead. We'll reset. We will reset. Come 200 feet. Offensive zone draw to the left of the American goalkeeper. Max Anucciuk out. Ryan Bryant on his left in front of the net. We got Henry Vince with a forehand shot coming off the half wall. Big Mike Whitten in beast mode at the point. This one's off of Vince's skates. Anucciuk plays it back to Dannenhauer, who pushes in the zone. The Americans will gain control. They'll play it out. Far side. This one will get back into the PHC zone. Icing's waved off. Dannenhauer will collect. Will throw the brakes on. He's going to reverse up. He's met with a blood. Americans keep it in. Winton's going to step to it.
He's the leader.
He plays it out in the neutral zone. You got Ryan Bryant and Anucciuk in on it. Ryan Bryant's going to get this at the hash marks. He's going to turn up. He gets onto his forehand. He plays it in front looking for Anucciuk. Sticked away by the Americans out in the neutral zone. Beast mode collects at the center dot. Gains the red line. Fires it back in. PHC pulls up for a partial change. Henry Vince keeping the forecheck on while he's looking for reinforcements. L-Dog will cut it off. It's played ahead. Spittle keeps it in the zone. He turns. He fires this one. It's pushed out of the neutral zone. Fazio will collect. Gets to the red line. Pushes up the L-Dog. L-Dog plays it into the American zone. Carr's going to put the pressure on. Force him to turn up. They play it back out. Fazio transitions. Gets back. Plays it ahead to Carr. Carr trying to find Spittle. Gets it ahead. Spittle gets it deep. Putrero will get in on the initial forecheck. Americans will reverse behind their net. Fumbles, good pressure by Putrero. It's played around the wall. Americans collected the hash mark. They're looking to move it across the ice. They throw it deep down. That'll get past everyone. Whistle dead for an icing. So we'll come back 200 feet. Shortening the shifts up here. We've got a lot of hockey this weekend. So Max Roach and Johnny G and Lucas Sauer out now, with Maurer and Dannenhauer at the points. Roach steps into the dot to the right of the American goaltender. His eyes are on the puck. He's looking to bring it back to Maurer. He gets it back to Maurer. Maurer will look. He tries to thread the needle to his partner. Read by the Americans and gets out into the neutral zone. Roach there with back pressure. He's going to collect this puck. He's going to get his toes up. He's now going to opt to use his own net. He gets behind Miss Shaw. He's going to come around the wall. Plays it forward. Lucas Sauer trying to get after its tip, so there is no icing. Sauer will get there. He wins the puck battle. Plays it to Gerberbeck in front. Gerberbeck fighting off a blue sweater. Americans Collective ringing around the end boards. Played out in the neutral zone, but Maurer collects and he fires it back in. We're offsides as we are still caught deep. We'll have a center ice face-off. Seem to play with a little bit more speed, a little bit more urgency. But they whistled intentional. We have a center ice draw. Puck is dropped. It's tangled up in some feet. So the Americans come away with it. Play it off with Dannenhauer's shin pads. Maurer will get to it. Maurer's going to use his own net. It's coming around on the backhand. He's cut off, but it's played up the wall. Sauer collects. He's looking for Gerberbeck. He plays it across to Gerberbeck. A little bit behind him, but Roach comes through in support, picks it up, drives wide. He's hauled down, and the arm goes up, and he gets him as he uses the pressure and speed to drive wide, and they get on him and haul him down. So they'll head for a change here. They said Declan Spittle out between Pucciero and Carr with Dannenhauer and Nooner. So Spittle's got Nunez and Beastboat at the point. Carr in front. Pucciero unmarked coming off the sidewall with a shot. It's one to the front. Carr leaves it for Pucciero. Pucciero fires. Save made. Hung on to. So we'll change dots. We'll try it again from the left of the American goaltender. Carr will be unmarked this time. We got Fazio and Witten now on the points. Spittle's trying to put this one to the front. He gets it to Pucciero. He fires it wide. Pucciero will get there, though. He's going to play it down the wall. Trying to play it back out in front of Carr. Carr puts a backhander in. Covered and swallowed up by the American goaltender. So now we'll have a face-off to his right. Now he's got L-Dog unmarked. Jersey Mike. Josh Fazio at the points. It's tied up in the feet. Push forward. Carr trying to chip it forward. Gets it forward, but then it's sticked away by the Americans. Fazio steps in and keeps it in. Spittle will gain control in the corner. Looking to the point, but he leaves it for Pucciero. Pucciero's going to step out of the corner with it. Rolls off the stick. The Americans gain control. They get it out in the neutral zone. Witten collects. Leaves it for Spittle. Spittle will turn and play it off the wall to Pucciero. They get across the line. They kept it in. L-Dog keeps it in. On sides. He drags. He fires. Gets off a stick up over the net. Spittle will gain control. Loses an edge as he tried to reverse up. Carr will cut to this one. Keeps it live along the boards. It's thrown out. Gets off the sideboards. Gets past Witten. Dannenhauer sees it coming off the bench. He gets to it. He's hooked. But he gets his toes up and he's coming to the blue line. He's on sides. He's got numbers with him. He turns. He fires. Locker aside by the American goalkeeper. Dannenhauer finds it. Tries to put it out in front. Met with a blue jersey. Pucciero cuts it off on the half wall. He's working. Battles through one. Spittle comes in support. He picks it up. He's going to turn. He throws it to Scrutiny down the half wall. Plays it into the corner. Americans will force this one deck. Reverse it behind their own net. And then rung back along the wall. Dannenhauer keeps. He'll put it deep. Pucciero reads it. He steps to it in the corner. He works out of the corner. Plays it out in front looking for Ryan Bryant. Stick aside by the Americans. Pucciero, good second effort. Keeping it alive. Bryant pushes it in the corner. L-Dog will step to this. He's going to use the net this time. Look to wrap it. Goaltender gets there. He'll regain control. He has the point. He finds Ethan Nunez. Ethan Nunez has got daylight. He's going to play it back down to Pucciero. Pucciero trying to play it back to him, loses an edge, and now the Americans are coming the other way with it. They have numbers in the neutral zone. Good contained by Ethan Nooner. It's played across. Dannenhauer collects. He gets past one. Plays it off the wall. Ryan Bryant will now put the forecheck on with Henry Vince. Henry Vince forces him to pull up. They play it back up the middle seam. Good stick by Dannenhauer. Henry Vince hauled down. No call. Americans enter the zone with numbers. The walk pass. Good recovery by Nunez. He leaves it up the wall for Vince. Vince fighting. Try to get this one out, but it's kept in by the Americans. Played down into the corner. Americans walk out of the corner. They play it out in front. This will get through out to the far point. They're going to go D to D, but that gets back out in the neutral zone. Henry Vince picks it off. He's trying to get a step. Good recovery by the American D. Dannenhauer wins the puck forward, trying to get it deep. But the Americans gain control. They play it forward, play it deep into the zone. Nunez will go back behind his own net. He's going to reverse it back up the wall where it came from. Henry Vince gets to it, plays it out to Anucciuk. Anucciuk's trying to get a step. He gets across the red and pushes it deep. Now they look to go for a change. Gerberbeck comes off. Roach comes off the bench. Sauer comes off the bench. Now we got Mauer and Fazio out there. We got a full change in effect. Sauer wins this puck to Fazio. Fazio has some white ice in front of him. He looks to get across the red. He pushes it forward. Sauer's going to get after it. Played up the wall, cut off by Sauer. Then Roach. Roach drags it off the wall. Gets past one, gets past two. Plays it over for Sauer. Sauer puts it in. Backhander. Toe save made, and now the Americans are coming the other way. Mauer and Fazio back and contain. Roach with the back pressure. White jerseys have the numbers. Good step by Joshua Fazio. Kept in. Good stick by Faz. Roach gains control. He tries to find Sauer. Across the seam. They lose the puck. Good back pressure and speed by Maximus Roach. It gets played in on Ellie Shaw. She alertly stops it with her paddle and swallows that one up. We'll have a defensive zone draw to the right of Ellie Shaw, or to the left of Ellie Shaw, sorry. Max Roach to take this one. His eyes are on the puck. That one off a stick. Collected by the Americans and pushed into the corner, but it's rung around the wall by Fazio. Sauer will get to this one. He gets it out in the neutral zone. Roach will regroup in his own zone. He kicks it from his right toe to his stick, and now he goes. He's across the red. He's across the blue. He has numbers with him. He drags. He gets to the top of the house. He fires. It's fought off with the glove by the American goalkeeper. Puck's bouncing around. Roach will gain control. Trying to find Gerberbeck. Unable to get it through. Gets out in the neutral zone. Witten will collect. Witten's going to turn, get his head up, get his toes up. He's going to play it back for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's going to chip it off the wall. Played forward. Sauer interrupts it. Johnny collects it. Rebounds there. Roach is there. Lays it back in. Unable to get it through. Witten collects. Fires this one. It's worn by American, and now they're coming the other way with it. They're across the red. They're across the blue. Dannenhauer there and contain. Pushes them outside the dots. They reverse it up. They play it back down in the corner. Roach and Dannenhauer there to intercept it in the corner. Dannenhauer chips it off the boards. He's going to collect it. He's hooked, hauled down, and now they get him. So we will go to the power play. And this one today brought to you by Axe and Arrow Brewing, Glassboro, New Jersey. Get out to see our friends at Axe and Arrow. They even have some offerings at Dunlop's Bar and Grill. So if you're down at Hollydale at our home arena, you can pick some of their offerings up. But again, good friends of ours at Axe and Arrow, Glassboro, New Jersey. Big shout out to them. This one's played the beast mode. Beast mode's going to put it down the wall to Carr. Carr's going to try to get it in the corner. He's met with some pressure. The Americans will fire it out to the point. It's kept in. Gets out of the initial zone. Dannenhauer will collect. Will play it to Winton. Winton looks to play it back forward. For Spittle, it gets past him. It gets into the zone. The Americans will collect. They're going to wrap it around their own end wall. Carr tries to cut it off. It gets up the wall. Gets back down to the PHC zone. Dannenhauer's going to get there to collect it. He's going to use his net. Drags it back to his forehand. Now he gets his toes up and he's going to go. Pushes this one forward. Get back on side. No whistle. The Americans gain control. Carr's going to gain control. This is going to skate. He's going to try to play it in. Knocked down out of the air with a stick of the Americans. They play it over. Pucciarello trying to cut it. He gets there. Winton steps in, keeps it in. Spittle's going to turn up with it. He's got Pucciarello in front. He finishes it to him and he elevates it. And there we go. Top shelf. Good look by Declan Spittle. Plays it out in front to Pucciarello. And the magic in his stick continues. Gets it up. That's the first strike. So hopefully they can take a deep breath and get going here. Americans gain control. They'll try to clear the zone. That gets past Ethan Nunez. That's going to go 200 feet for an icing. We'll come back down. Offensive zone draw to the right of the American goalkeeper. Oh, look at that. It's on the edge. We gotta get a beer break. You gotta get that. The Americans play this one forward. Fazio's gonna get to it in the corner. He's gonna stop and put the brakes on. Finds Henry Vince coming back. Vince chips it into the neutral zone. Ryan Bryant's gonna try to get there. The puck stops on the red line. Bryant pulls up, gains control, gains the line. Americans come out of the crowd, whether they're gonna skate, gain the line. Good contain, good transition by Nooner and Fazio. We have a whistle. We got a slash on 1-2. That's Henry Vince. We'll go to the box. Feel shame by himself for a minute and 30 seconds, but we'll have a shorthanded penalty kill opportunity here. Max Roach and Johnny Gerbervac, along with Beast Mode and Maurer, called upon to kill it off. Roach wins it to Maurer. Maurer will step to it, kill some seconds off, and throw it up the wall where Roach will get to it. Fights the forecheck off and chips it out into the neutral zone. Gerbervac gets onto it. Force him to go D to D. He comes 85 feet. He cuts it off and he plays it deep. So now Roach will get in after it. Americans will come back up the near wall. Danhauer steps to it. It's chipped past him. Gerbervac, good back pressure, forcing him to play it deep. Maurer will step to it. He'll gain control, ringing around the wall for Roach. Roach is going to chip it past one. Gets out of the neutral zone. He gains control. Plays it across for Gerbervac. They enter in offsides. As our timing slowed down, our momentum worked against us there. So 50 seconds left on the man down. We got Lucas Sauer and Spittle up front with Fazio and Winton. They went into the sidewall. Fazio will collect. Play it forward. Spittle's going to put the forecheck on. The Americans will reverse up. Skate this one into the neutral zone. Get across the red, across the PHC blue. Work it down. Behind the net, they're met by Declan Spittle. He'll reverse to Fazio. Fazio's going to hang on to it. Wait to draw some pressure, and then he plays this one out into the neutral zone. It's played back in. That's automatic, and that'll go all the way down. As that is intentional. As they play it in on a power play, intentional offsides will move down into the offensive zone now. Declan Spittle will take the draw to the left of the American goalkeeper. With Fazio at the point. Spittle's knocked off the puck. Sauer gets there and plays it back towards the net. Americans will collect. Play it forward off the back of their own winger. Spittle will keep this one in. Ties up along the wall, gets pushed out into the neutral zone. And then Winton plays it back forward. Sauer may have still been in the zone. So they whistle at that for the automatic offsides. Spittle and Pucciarello to kill the rest of this one off. As we got 2-1, we'll come back to full strength. Vince out of the box, Carr coming off the bench. Spittle on the forecheck. He wins that one behind the net. So roaming around. Carr's going to get there, unable to get the puck retrieval off the wall. They play it forward. Nooner's going to step to this one. He's got pressure coming. Fights it off. Good body position. He's hauled down. Fights it off. The Americans have 2 on it. They're going to try to walk it out of the corner. They play it across. Nooner's going to collect. He's going to play it ahead to L-Dog. L-Dog has a step now. He gets out into the neutral zone. He's going to draw wide. Drags wide. Tries to push it back forward. Americans collect. Ringing around the wall. It's played back forward. Carr will cut this one off. Spittle trying to collect. Americans regain control, and now they're going to step. A lot of white sticks trying to knock the puck off the stick. It gets into the corner. Spittle will play it to Carr. Carr plays it across ice to Cucharero. Cucharero tries to chip it forward. As he wanted it on the backhand, he caught it on the forehand. As they whistle it dead for offsides, as we tried to put on the brakes. We'll have a neutral zone face-off outside of the American zone. 2.5 clicks left in the first period. Puck is dropped. Horn will sound. We take a 1-0 lead going into the first intermission. Stay with us. We'll be back for second period of action. All right, we're coming back for second period of action. We're looking for a little bit more energy. The boys seem confident, seem ready to go. Ellie takes the net at the far end. We got Max Roach between Johnny Gerberbeck, Lucas Sauer, Billy Maurer, and Josh Fazio to start this one. Our in-game shout-out today goes to Jen Nooner. Jen Nooner is a long-time dedicated listener, supporter of PHC. We know she's listening, and we hope she's enjoying this response game thus far and the play of Ethan Nunez. So, Jen, if you're listening, big shout-out. Thank you for the support and all that you do. Americans gain control. They ring it around their own net. Played up the wall. They play it back in center. Sauer's going to collect this one, trying to fire it in on net. Rolls off the stick to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck will play it back to Maurer. It's too hot to handle. It's going to get down into the PHC zone. Fazio is going to turn on the Jets. He'll collect behind Ellie Shaw. He's met by 3 blue jerseys. Max Roach gets there in support. He pushes it up the wall. Sauer will step down, get a stick on it. Roach now collects. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to push forward. He's got one to beat. He gets wide. He's got Gerberbeck on the net. He pulls up. He leaves it for Sauer. Sauer turns, fires. It's fought off by the American goaltender. Pushed out to the point. Maurer will play it down to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's going to look and play it back to the point. Americans collect. Maurer steps in. He fires it towards the net. It changes directions. Blockered off into the corner by the American goaltender. Gerberbeck is boarded from behind. Arm goes up. It's played to the point. Maurer will collect. Will play it back down. Touched by the Americans. And we will go to the man up. So we step to the man up. Declan Spittle will take the offensive zone draw with Cucharero coming off that shooting wall. Big body in front. Hey, create some traffic in there, 8-9. Get to the net. Spittle wins this one for Cucharero. He fires. It's at the net, blocked off into the corner by the American goalkeeper. Dannenhauer reads it. He keeps it. Spittle will gain control in the corner. He's going to put it off the end walls. Will play it back up the half wall. Cucharero is going to step. He's going to play it across to Winton. We got 2 in front. He throws it to the net. Carr gets it. Spittle puts an option on, gets in. Cucharero collects, he's going to walk it out in front, turns, fires, fought off again. Good pressure, good opportunities, good goalkeeping by the American goalie. Spittle will keep it live. Cucharero will walk off the wall. He plays it to Winton. Winton's going to walk the line. He's going to look to play it. Plays it to Spittle in front. Spittle will turn, will fire. Goaltender doesn't have a stick. It's collected by Downhauer. Will turn and deposit it in the net. Good pressure, good puck movement. Getting it to the net, keeping the sustained pressure on, and the goalie playing without a stick as he fought a couple off. But we keep the puck low and hard and gets in the back of the net. That's beast mode. Striking for PHC at 12:55 of the second period.
Carrying the cars out against US tonight. Carrying my cars out.
Americans will get this one on the half wall. They play it forward. Dannenhauer's going to step off the wall with it. He's going to get across the red. He's going to get across the blue. He has that look in his eye. He turns. He fires. Butterfly save made. No rebound opportunity. American goaltender hangs on to it. A little bit of snow ends up on the jersey there, as he's letting PHC know he doesn't like it. Americans win this draw. They'll play it back behind their own net. Bryant trying to cut it off. Americans will get it out in the neutral zone. Cut off, and Nuccio kicks it off the wall. Bryant steps to it. He gains the line. He's going to take a stride in with it. Americans able to gain control. Chip it back the other way. Gets out of the neutral zone. Joshua Fazio will collect. We'll play it back in. We're on sides. Now we're going to look to get in after it. Henry Vince knocks it down out of the air. He'll get to it on the half wall. It's pushed out into the neutral zone. Played back ahead. Nuchuk will get to this one. He's going to reverse up. He's looking for Brian across. He fires it across. American defender gets a stick on it. Kept in at the point by Fazio. Fazio bodied. And we will return to the man up as a body check is called. So we'll go back to the man up. Americans coach is not liking the call. But I heard the referee speaking before game about some physical play in the games earlier today. And they were saying that these guys are 4 years off of Bantam.
We got it. You need that. He's saying Josh needs a better skate start.
But anyway, I was saying, I digress a little bit there. And now we get the T thrown at the coaches for a bench minor. The referees have now just thrown the American coach. They are taking control of it. As I said, as they talked before the game, these guys are 2015s or squirt minors. They are 4 seasons away from Bantam, which is the first level that you can throw hits at. So the Americans are starting to throw the bodies around. The refs do not want the physical play to continue. So they call it. They don't throw the coach out, but they issue a bench minor. So we will be 5-on-3 for 1:30. Roach wins this back to Maurer. Mauer's got a lot of time and space. He's going to play it across to Downhauer. Downhauer's going to put it back to Maurer. Maurer will walk this in. He turns. He fires. Stick to side. Roach puts the rebound opportunity back in. Gets out to Maurer at the point. He steps to the circle. He fires. Save made by the American goalkeeper. Puck's loose. Still loose. Roach plays it across to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck puts it back at Downhauer. Downhauer will turn on fire. It's bouncing around. Goaltender finds it and gloves it and hangs on to it. Exercising the strategy of making whatever saves he can. Wants to slow things down and reset, so we'll have a face-off to the right of the American goalkeeper. So they're calling a hand pass. There's no penalty, but the play will come out. And the technical rule on it is, yes, did it hit a hand? Was it played as a pass? Probably not. they perceived it as so, but either way, it should have been waved off as the next person to touch it was a blue goaltender. Faceoff should have stayed in the zone, but either way, PHC gains control of this. Dannenhauer gets across the red, he's across the blue. He enters with numbers, plays it out to the sidewall for Sauer. Sauer's going to get into the corner. Roach in support there. He'll walk it into the corner. He's going to reverse back to the forehand. He's got Dannenhauer at the point. Dannenhauer's falling for it. Beast Mode now has it. Beast Mode looks, fumbles, regains control, plays it down the Roach. And now we got a crease violation called on 21. So the crease violation must have been in a new clinic. Fresh. It's a 3-second rule, as he was under the net for 3 seconds. Now, crease violation I haven't seen called since 1997 when the Philadelphia Flyers were swept by the Russian Five. It's played forward. Spittle will get to his own rebound. Kick the side. Carr trying to find it. Plays it back in. American goaltender stops it yet again. It's all right. We'll go upstairs with it next time. Hey, just elevate it next time. You're good. You're good. 19 seconds left on the man out. He doesn't want the foot on the wall. The referees are taking control. So we got a 5-on-3. Spittle wins this one. The Carr's going to collect. He's going to play it across to Pucciarello. Pucciarello's going to step in. He's going to turn. He's going to fire. Fought off by the American goalkeeper. They play it back to Fazio. Fazio's going to walk this one in. He plays it across to Winton. Winton's going to collect. He's going to walk. He's going to fire. Spittle deflects. Save made. Plays it behind the net. Pucciarello played off the end wall. Walk it back out in front. Plays it to the point for Winton. Winton's going to look for Spittle. Gets through off a Carr to Spittle. And it's dumped into the back of the net. So there we go. Good patience. And as the penalty expired, we find one and put it in the back of the net. American goalkeeper doing his best to fight all this pressure off. So that one will go off. Winton, Carr, Spittle puts it back. It's played back and forth. It must be that's the second or third one we've gotten in a month. Venuccio loses the edge, but Ryan Bryant puts the contained pressure on. It's played forward. Referee gets out of the way. Bryant plays it deep. Henry Vince will get in after it. Venuccio and Nunez. Nooner's tied up there. Knowing that his mom is watching, giving it every effort. I thought he kept it in the zone. But again, this game is going out. In-game shout out again to Jen Nooner. And that's Ethan Nooner. Battling hard today. Roach wins it back to Nunez. Nunez will push it forward. Gerberbeck off his stick. Gets into the zone, but he puts the pressure on. Sauer taking a passing lane away. And now Sauer will step behind. They'll play behind their own net. They're going to look to reverse it up the wall. Referee gets in the way. Gerberbeck cuts it off. American will look to use their own net. Gerberbeck will come off the wall. Play back out in front. Americans stick it aside. Get out behind the net. Play it out in the center. They gain control. Get it in the neutral zone. They gain the line. Good contain. It's thrown in on Ellie Shaw. She kicks it aside. Good angle. Good approach. Good path to the puck. Roach Picks it off. Steps back out in front. He fires it in. Butterfly save made as he stays square to it. Here we go. Good opportunity, kid. Good path to the puck. Gets another scoring opportunity. He wants to elevate that one, but the goaltender made a save. Spittle wins this to Carr. Carr sticks it back to Maurer. Maurer will play it back down the half wall. Carr will engage. He's hauled down, and they call it. They call it. So we will return to the man up. Brought to you by Axe and Arrow Brewing, Glassboro, New Jersey. So we're looking for that puck movement. Calm, cool, and collected. Spittle's taking a look at Maurer. Maurer steps up on the top of that circle. He wants it. Spittle wins it to Maurer. Maurer tries to go D to D. Gets through. Boucher will opt to regroup in the neutral zone. Gets his toes up and plays to Maurer. Maurer's going to get across the red line. He's going to fire it in. Spittle will read this, and he'll read the ring. He's going to try to get there first. It's thrown up the walls. Boucher plays to Spittle. Spittle finds Maurer. Maurer throws it in. Kick the side. Spittle gets the rebound. Oh, that's wide. Carr gets to it. Contains two. Spittle gets there in support. He's going to find Pucciarello on the back door. It's played in. Big stop made by the American goalkeeper. Carr will collect behind the net. He plays to Pucciarello in the corner. He's going to play it up to Fazio at the point. Fazio is going to walk in. Walks past one. He's hauled down. Played forward. They call the trip. So now we go to the 5-on-3. We'll have an offensive zone draw to the right of the American goalkeeper. Hey! A lot of time and space, boys. Huh? Can you hear me? Spittle wins it forward. Boucher will step to it in the corner. Spittle will play this one back to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer looking for Boucher in the corner. Tied up. Spittle gets it. He looks for Winton. He plays it across. We got a lot of time and space. A lot of time and space. Plays it to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer one time to score. Gets it on the goalkeeper. Puck was loosed after the extra chop. Whistle was blown dead as the referee lost sight. So we'll tie up. A lot of time and space here. Spittle ties up. Roach trying to find Pucciarello out in front. It gets out in front of him. He's got a lot of time and space. He'll play it back to the point for Winton. Winton's going to play it down to Roach. Roach is going to turn with it. He'll play it back up to Winton. Winton's going to walk this one in. He turns. He fires. Stick to side. It gets back out to Winton's point. He's got Roach down in the corner. He'll find Roach. Roach is going to now play it across. Oh, he drew the attention. The Americans get one back coming out of the box behind them. They're trying to stretch it. PHC defenders will pull off, and then Roach will get the engagement on the back check. Spittle gains control. He's going to drive wide, and now he's got a step. He's got Dannenhauer joining the rush with him. He draws the attention, plays across to Dannenhauer. It's played, and huge stop by the American goaltender to keep this one at a 3-0 mark. He reads the pass. It's a beautiful hockey play. Good puck movement. Huge stop by the American goaltender. Roach will gain this one. Let's get caught in the Zamboni door. Gerberbeck in support. He'll play it off the end wall to himself. Steps it out in front. Fires. It's kicked aside. Rebound opportunity not there. Americans will collect. Will skate this one in the neutral zone. Play it deep. And now they'll return to even strength as Fazio collects this. Plays it ahead for Roach. Gets out of the neutral zone. Gerberbeck steps to it. Roach will get this one. Sauer there. Try to chip it forward. Americans gain control. They'll go D to D, looking to flip the ice. They play it forward. Good contained by Ethan Nunez. Staying defensive side of it. Good stick. Forces it back up. Play it out in front. Sauer there. Gets it out in the neutral zone. Americans will turn with it. Go near wall. Play it ahead. Chip forward. Fazio collects. Trying to step it back out in the neutral zone. It's picked off. Roach there in support. Puck bouncing around. Fazio collects now and puts it out in the neutral zone. That puck is bouncing around. Puck's bouncing around. A lot of bodies along this near wall. Blue jerseys gain control. They enter the line. On sides. They play it across. Nunez there. They'll win that puck battle. Roach steps to it. He pins. And then Nunez steps in and pins and plays it to Roach, which kicks it up the wall. To Gerbevac. Gerbevac chips it forward. Roach is going to get there. Fazio is going to join the rush. They're going to stay on sides. Fazio gets to the dots. Plays it back across. Looking for Sauer. Too hot to handle. Minuccio cuts it off. Americans trying to play it forward. They chip it into the neutral zone. Gerbevac trying to play it through the feet, looking for Minuccio, but the Americans gain control. They'll play it down into the PHC zone and head for a line change. Maurer will play this off the end boards. It's played out in front. Maurer wears it in recovery. Roach is going to, Minuccio's going to step to it. It gets off. Maurer is hurt. Maurer is hurt. Ellie Shaw fights it off. Minuccio will gain control behind the net. Maurer desperately trying to go down. Ellie trying to find it. Minuccio puts it behind her net. It's on the back of the net. Just tie it up. Look for the whistle. And now we finally get a whistle. Maurer wears one. He gets to the bench in some pain. He'll probably hit him in the leg where there's very little padding. Minuccio ties up. Americans step through the zone or the lane. They play it forward. Dannenhauer will collect. He plays to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant's going to get a step. Gets it out in the neutral zone. He finds Minuccio. Minuccio will get across the blue. He's hauled down. Bryant will gain control. And then the Americans touch up and they're called for another tripping. As Minuccio moving the feet. Hauled down. The arm goes up. Here we go. So Declan Spittle out between Carr and Pucciarero with Witten and Dannenhauer on the points. Spittle ties up. Carr steps to it, plays it down in the corner. He keeps it again. Spittle will get this one on the half wall. The Americans strip it. Kept in by Michael Witten. Oh, that was in the whole time. The blue line is in. Hey, good keep. Good keep. It's all right. It's all right. Dannenhauer will collect this one. He's going to play it over to Pucciarero. They stay on sides. Pucciarero will walk through. Gets below the dots. He's trying to play it back out in front. You got time! Carr plays it in front. Off the goalie's stick and into the back of the net as Beast Mode was standing on top of the crease. We'll take it. That's a bounce we were looking for. We get it. And it finds the net. '89 walked it down the wall. Played it towards the net. It caroms off of a stick that was laying in front of the crease. And we get the bounce. And Dannenhauer standing right on the doorstep. Beast Mode. Puts it in the net. Holsters it. They gotta take it out. Huh? Nah. Not yet. Pucciarero gains this one. He's gonna enter the line. He's gonna step down to the dots. He turns. He fires it off the side of the net. He'll regain control. It's played forward. Carr will step to it. He's gonna put it back down the wall. Bucciarello will walk around. He finds Spittle out in front. Spittle will turn a fire off the mask. Goaltender fights that one off. Gets up the wall. Fazio will keep. Spittle will push this down the wall. Carr will get in after it. It's played up the wall. Fazio will walk it. He gets it in. Changes direction. Fought off. Carr will win this one. Retrieves on the wall. Plays it to Pucciarello. Pucciarello turns and fires and goes up top. Good sustained pressure. Good puck movement. And hey, that kind of looked like the drill they were running on the futures rink at Hollydale earlier this week. We may call Nick Sauer the mad scientist. I don't know. No, you don't like that one? But that looked like the old Gretzky drill. Something clicked. Gerberbeck puts it deep. It's bodied up by the blue sweaters, and they're trying to push it forward. Nunez arrives on the scene. He plays it back in. It's whistled dead for an offsides. Roach pushes this one forward. Sauer's going to get on his horses and try to get in on it, forcing a quick decision by the Americans. He wins it into the corner. Americans will gain control versus behind their own net. They play it up. Far side looking to flip the ice, but it hits off a Roach. The eyes on the wall. PHC will have the numbers in the neutral zone. This one gets chipped past Winton, but Dannenhauer's there in support. Beast mode. Puck's bouncing around on the wall. It's played back in. Wide alley Shaw. Dannenhauer will collect. Gets his toes up. He plays it up to Sauer. Sauer trying to get it into the center seam. Not quick enough. And he rings it on the wall. Roach will gain control. Gerber back in to help. And now you got Sauer in front. Looking like the play again. Looking like practice on the Gaudreau rink at Hollydale. I'm going to go with it. I think Nick Sauer had something there with the plan in practice this week as they're going to work from Gretzky's office. Excuse me. Anuchuk's line out now for the ensuing center ice faceoff. This one's pushed forward. He'll put the forecheck on. Ryan Bryant taking a passing lane away. Anuchuk's now going to step down the wall and try to keep it. Gets out to the point. Fazio will step in. He thought about stepping down that lane, but gets out to the wall, plays it down to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant's hauled down. Touched by the Americans. And the American that is whistled dead for the trip actually lost his footing too. Banged his head on the ice. So we don't like to see that. They'll call for a coach. As this ice surface is not very giving. But at the end of this, hopefully he's okay. Froze again. I can't see. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get I should bring a step ladder. I gotta bring the step ladder. Yeah. No, man. You gotta get my better side, man.
I did.
Frozen. What if you close it and bring it back up? Yeah. Like that. No. No response. We're back. We're back for some live action. Back for some live action. Nuchuk wins this one back to Maurer. Splits his D. Maurer will collect. He'll use some extra real estate. Go back behind Ellie. Bringing around the wall. He finds Henry Vince. Henry Vince plays it forward and then the neutral zone. And Nuchuk getting into the pressure. Played into the American bench. So we're man up for 57 seconds. There's 16 seconds left in the period. Nuchuk wins this one back to Maurer. Maurer will play it over to Fazio. Fazio's going to put it up the wall. Bryant's engaged in the battle. Fazio comes out of it with it. Played forward to a Nuchuk. Nuchuk will 10 and 2. Will play it in. Horn sounds. We'll go to the second intermission. Score 6-0. PHC. We're back for third period action. This one is played back to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer will collect. He's going to get across the red. Gains the line. Drive deep. Gets outside. Carr collects at the dots. He turns. He fires. That's wide. We'll get out to Nunez at the point. Nunez is going to play it down the Spittle in the corner. Spittle will walk behind the net with it. Plays it back out in front. We're a little too deep, and now the Americans will skate this into the neutral zone. Cucharero in the defensive role as he was covering for Dannenhauer. Cuts it off, forces him to play it deep. Nunez collects behind the net. We'll play it across. Carr will gain control. He's trying to find Cucharero on the far side. Cut off by the Americans, and they play it back down. Nunez fires it up the wall looking for Cucharero. The Americans will collect. Spittle's going to ring this one. It's going to get all the way around. Out past Carr gets to the point. Americans keep it in. Spittle recovers. Dannenhauer gets a stick on it. Not able to play it. Now we're running around. Americans keep some staying. Americans gain control. 10 and 2. They're going to walk, play it back in the soft ice. Nunez will step to this one. Plays it off to the wall. Spittle will gain control. We'll ring it around the wall. Carr will get there. Gets off the stick. It gets out to the point. Played back in. Nunez will yet again play this one out. They're going to play it back to the point. They're going to walk. They're going to throw it down. It's thrown behind the wall. Dannenhauer will collect this one. He's going to opt to skate it this time. Off a shin pad. It's kept in yet again. Now it's going to be played around. Eldog will step to this one. He's going to skate. Plays it forward. It's going to get in on net. So the icing will be waved off. PHC goes to the bench for a full change, as that was a sustained pressure by the Americans. The Americans are going to skate this forward to get into the PHC zone. Good contain. Billy Maurer forces him outside. That puck's played off the end wall. Sauer. It's played back in the PHC zone. And now Maurer will step out with it. He's going to make a play. He plays it out into the center. Tipped back forward, and the Americans leak behind the D. They get in on Ellie Shaw. Good back check by Billy Maurer. Opportunity occur. Stick the puck. Maybe a little bit on the hands. Either way, nothing called. Play continues. This one's played back forward. Maurer will gain control in the corner. Bring it up the wall. Gets into the neutral zone. It's played out into the center. The Americans will step in. Force him outside. Ellie fights it off. Roach will collect it. He'll play it forward to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck collects off the wall. He's met by a blue stick. He's going to play it across the Fazio. Fazio's going to join the rush. He gets across the red. Across the blue. He's bodied up.
Good job, Josh.
As they don't let the puck get on net. But he's able to get it into the zone. Roach will cut it off. It's chipped forward. They lose it. Oh, did it go in?
You have to get on the wall. You think you can go in.
He held it in the neutral zone as that puck did not cross, but it's whistled dead for the offsides. Here we go. Played in. Ellie made a huge save. Vince will collect the rebound. He'll play it across to Ryan. Ryan. What's happening? Dannenhauer collects. Will put it up the wall. Americans putting the pressure on. They keep it in. They step across the house. They fire it in. It's kicked aside by Michael Witten. Dannenhauer will get there. Play it off the wall. Bryant wins it off the wall. Nuccio gets there. He pushes it down the wall. It'll die, so icing's called off. Americans will get back on it. They'll come right across and get their toes right up. Ryan Bryant cuts it off and forces them to reverse and regroup. They'll go D to D. They'll push it up. Play it out into the center seam. They gain the PHC line. Dannenhauer steps, gets a stick on it. Witten will collect behind the net. Americans are going for a change, so they have time. Witten trying to find Henry Vince. It's kept in by the Americans, but Witten will gain control. He'll step into the neutral zone. He's going to obfuscate this one. Gets it into the American zone. Onsides. PHC pulled up for a line change. Spittle coming 85 feet, trying to win that puck. It's played back across. It's carried in. The Americans walk down the wall. They reverse it back up, looking for the point. It's kept in. They fire it. Defenseman, or a blue jersey leaked behind our defenders. We play it out into the house. We play it back in. It gets wide to Ellie Shaw. We got to get our momentum back up. It's played in. Shaw kicks it aside. Carr is going to gain control. It's whistled dead. And then they're going to call a body check on number 22, Declan Spittle. PHC is going to opt to use a timeout as we're caught running around in our defensive zone, forgetting to play the third period here. We got to finish this game. We've lost momentum a little bit of forgetting what happened to get us to this point was puck movement, puck pressure, puck possession. Now we're running around trying to get back to the knee hockey. I don't like the looks of it. Neither did the PHC coaches, so they call a timeout, trying to settle things down. But when we come out of this timeout, we'll be man down. Have to finish this one. Why are we not running clock? Didn't they run it on us earlier with a 6-0 or a 6-goal lead? Yeah, and then they stopped it. Who knows? That was rink management trying to catch up on ice slots. So the Americans come out in the third period, putting sustained pressure on, trying to battle back. We break from the bench, from the timeout. 1-2-3 PHC. Or who are we, PHC? Sorry, my favorite chair in youth hockey. Might be my favorite chair in all of hockey. Excuse me. This one is one back to the point, played in. As Johnny Gerberbeck will play for, we got Rochi and Gerby out there to kill it off up front with Nunez and Fazio on the back end. This is played in. Obviously going to be waved off as they call a tip. Fazio will get there. He'll play it to his partner Nunez. Nunez is going to play it up. The Roach gets picked off. They're trying to step out of the corner. Fazio there in net front. Wins that puck, takes it into the corner and gets it to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck and Roach, they have numbers. They enter the line. Gerberbeck's going to fire this one. He plays it across the Roach. Oh, I thought he was looking shot the whole way. Played it that way as our angle was lost. Roach and back check cuts that one off. Puck's bouncing around. Dannenhauer will collect it. Will play it out towards the point. Roach is there. It's played back in. Dannenhauer surfing the play. Little high. Roach gets to it. Trying to win the puck battle. Puck's bouncing around. Nunez fights it off momentarily. There's a guy in front. Ship forward to Roach. Gerberbeck in support. Gains it. You got Roach. He gets across the red line. Get back on sides. He's going to reverse up. He's going to find Roach. Oh! Stick to side by the Americans. Roach will collect this and keep it in the zone. It's fired off an American. Now they gain control. They got numbers in the neutral zone. Spittle coming out of the box. Dannenhauer will pick it off. He's going to try to go. Gets past one. Gets past two. Gets past three. Past four. Splits the fifth. Gets in on net. Goaltender hangs onto it. We need to get a swing out here. Hard puck on net and just get back to what got us there. Pucks to the net, bodies to the net, looking for rebounds. They all count the same. Declan Spittle out to take the offensive zone draw to the left of the American goalie. Carr on the half wall, Puchero in front. Played back out to the half wall. Everyone jump. Carr lifts his stick. He plays it in the corner. Spittle will get in on it. He lifts his stick. Puchero cuts it off. Puchero's going to walk around. He finds Carr. Oh, Carr was shifting to the left. It gets past him. And now the Americans coming the other way. Good contained by Fazio. Good step. Good cutoff. He pushes it forward. Carr collects. Carr trying to get it to Puchero. Met by a blue jersey. They keep it in, but Spittle gets to Puchero. Puchero's going to step out of the neutral zone. Force him back towards Carr. Carr will step to it. They play it up. Trying to gain the line. Cut off by Spittle. Played back forward. Fazio looking for Puchero. Far side. He's going to get it. And he finds, oh, he splits him between the legs. Gets the Spittle. Will wave the icing off. Spittle's going to reverse in the corner. He's going to gain control. Plays it behind the net. Picked off by the Americans. Carr will enter in support. He's going to ring it around the boards looking for Puchero at the top of the circle. Puchero had no other option other than to try to chip it down the wall, but he's met by two blue jerseys, and now they're coming the other way. Good back check by Declan Spittle. Good step by Michael Winton. Dannenhauer plays it back out in the neutral zone. Puchero trying to cut it off. Winton will collect it. Puchero with the puck. He'll use some extra real estate. He's trying to play it to Declan in the center seam. Gets off a skate. Winton will collect. He'll play it forward. Spittle's going to try to cut this one off on the wall. It's played back down. The Americans played off a shin pad. Good support by Dannenhauer and Winton. Winton's going to get called for a trip. So now we will be man down as we, for a moment, had some pressure, unable to do anything with it. We'll go to the box. We'll have another man down opportunity. So we have Fazio and Nooner with Anucciuk and Vince to kill this one off. It's won by the Americans. They'll go D to D. Vince trying to put that pressure on. It's thrown back forward. Gets through traffic, but wide to Ellie Shaw. Nooner's going to trip. So now we will go 2 men down. So the Americans will have a lot of time and space. Well, now we're going to put Maurer and Fazio with Max Roach out. Just need to get pucks out. Just get pucks out. Hey, stay disciplined. Get pucks out. Don't chase. Fazio will turn on fire off the boards. It's kept in. They go D to D. We'll walk it in. Turn and fire, and that gets in through traffic on Ellie over the blocker. But hey, 5-on-3 hockey. 5-on-3 hockey. You expect a lot of time and space and pucks to the net.
Hey, we reset. We start again.
Here we go. So we get one back. Now we got Lucas Sauer, Max Roach up front. I pull Sauer. They're going to go Ryan Bryant and Max Roach up front with Maurer and Fazio. Ryan Bryant trying to cut this one off. They play it in to the PHC zone. Fazio will get there. It's played forward. Ryan Bryant trying to find Roach in the center seam. Gets behind him. Americans pick it off. They play it back forward. Roach will use the net. Going to opt to skate this one. Gets across the blue.
Everybody else can do what he said.
Dannenhauer will flip this one into the corner. Ryan Bryant will cut it off. Kept in by Winton. Oh, Winton gets his pocket picked from behind, and now the Americans are coming the other way. Winton's trying to recover. Dannenhauer trying to get back. Good recovery. Good stick lift by Declan Spittle. They play it back in. Ellie Shaw fights it off with the stick. Played back off the side of the net. Spittle will collect. He's going to bring it around the wall. Bryant will try to get to it. That's fired in up over Ellie. The Americans have taken over the momentum, and they're keeping sustained pressure here. Sauer will win this one on the half wall. It's kept in at the point. They're looking to go D to D. They play it back forward. Spittle sticks to the side. Now he's going to try to skate this one out of the zone. Makes a move. Plays it back forward. Looking for Sauer. That's going to go about 160 feet. And that'll be whistled dead for icing. Third period. Needs something to happen. Hey, here we go. Let's get some momentum. Hey, we need the puck. We need the puck. Roach out between L-Dog and Carr. He's trying to chip this one forward. It's met by some blue sweaters. They'll play it forward. They fire it in. Ellie makes a huge save. So we'll reset and do this again. Hey, we need the puck. Roach wins this one to Fazio. Fazio will turn, will throw it off the wall, gets out in the neutral zone. Carr's going to put the forecheck on. They reverse it back down the wall. It's cut off by Pucciarero. Carr steps to it, but the blue jerseys gain control. They chip it forward. Fazio plays it to Roach. Roach is going to wheel. He's going to play it to Carr. Carr's going to gain the red line. He's going to skate the blue line. Oh, I thought they were on sides. They're fighting in there. Yeah. So we'll reset. Neutral zone face off. 3:25 left in this run. Roach pushes it forward. Bouncing around. Barr lifts a stick, allows Roach to step through. Roach is going to get across the line. They're on sides. He's going to get in. He's going to play it over to Pucciarero. Pucciarero unable to get good wood on it. Americans collect, and they'll push it back the other way. It's kept collected by Fazio. Fazio's going to step. He's going to throw this one deep. Logan's going to get in after it. We'll cut it off. Where's it? He'll ring it around the wall, but Ethan Nunez coming off the bench as a defensive change was happening. Fazio able to get across, but the Americans played into the PHC line. They get into the zone. They pull up. They fire off of Fazio. They play it up to the point. Off a car. They'll play it down deep behind the net. Fazio's going to step to it. Ellie alertly finds the puck. Uses the strategy to slow things down and cover it up. So I'm getting some in-game intel that in the Four Nations game, USA Canada, there's some fighting going on. You normally don't see that in the All Stars. 8 seconds in, there's some bad blood.
Good save, Al.
Ellie fights off yet another one. Hey, the puck's got to go to the corner. Nuccio wins this one to Nunez. Nunez will reverse up the wall. It's kept in by the Americans. Played in behind Shaw's net. Americans look to play it out in front. Nuccio sticks this aside. Gets out to the wall where Sauer will collect. Sauer puts it up the wall. Gets out into the neutral zone. Whistle dead for the automatic offsides. Finish strong here. This one's one back to the Americans. The Americans are looking to flip the ice. They'll come forward with it. Sauer trying to pick it off. It's played ahead. Dadenhauer intercepts. Chipped forward. Nunez gets that one. He plays it ahead for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck trying to chip past one. He's bodied up. He goes down. They're going to let them play here in the last 2 minutes. Fired in behind Ellie's net. He'll chip it forward to Sauer. Sauer uses that body of his to win the wall. Chip forward, and Nuccio gets it out in the neutral zone. He's battling along the wall. Sauer comes out of the pile with it. He pushes it forward. Now Gerberbeck's trying to step to it. He's going to get to this puck. He's going to collect it. Gets to the dot. He drags past. Gets a backhander in. Goaltender makes a beautiful save. Beautiful save as he stayed with it. Outweighting Gerberbeck. Able to hang on to it. Offensive zone draw with Declan Spittle between Ryan Bryant and Henry Vince. Chip forward. Americans gain control. They're looking to come the other way with it. Bryant keeps it in the zone. Spittle now has control. He steps in all alone. He tries to go glove side, puts it into the corner. Bryant cuts it off, keeps it live again. Playing heavy. Like the way he's been playing. It's played down in the neutral zone. Witten chips it forward, but the Americans gain the line. They step in. Good contained by Joshua Fazio. It's played in on Ellie. Witten trying to get it out desperately. The Americans may have tripped their own player. It's played back forward. Ellie gains control of this one. Hangs on to it. Hangs on to it. Fazio trying to protect her.
Who? Not me. I'm being good. He just cross-checked Sidney Crosby in the face while he was on the ground. He just cross-checked Sidney Crosby in the face while he was on the ground. Who did that? I don't know.
Americans gain control. They keep it. Fire towards the net. It's fought off by Declan Spittle. Sticked away by Fazio. Gets into the corner. No shots. Just eat it. Winton's going to gain control. Skate it, Mike! It's kept in. Ryan Bryant gets it out of the zone. He'll chip it and leave it for Spittle. Spittle will gain the line. He's going to play it between the legs. He's going to get his own rebound and bury it. With 8 seconds left. 7.2 seconds left. Nice job. Good finish, Deck. Hey, Ryan. Beautiful play, kid. Unselfish play by Ryan. As he leaves it for Spittle, he wore the body, lift the stick. Spittle puts it between the legs and then follows it up and gets his own rebound. Horn will sound. We'll take a 7-1 victory home with us tonight. So we'll see you tomorrow morning as we get back to action here in North Andover, Massachusetts. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.